because it's normally me struggling with lighting. You are the lighting expert after all. But
Look,
yeah,
I
so
have
it's just
other
been.
lights I can turn on. I just am bored and I don't want to.
No, I get it. I get
Or
it. That's
lazy.
why I've got the little lights on. Like, to be honest, my lights are on a bit harshly at the moment. Hang on. There we go. That's a bit better.
Nice.
But yes. But I am buggered. I am tired. I do not know how long this will last. I have two monsters lying in my bed watching, as I said before, Reclamation, which is Captain Sparkles, his
Oh, yeah.
version
Yeah, I watched some of his
with
stuff.
Zine. Yeah, I was watching him going, I recognize you. Where do I recognize you from? He's been on the fucking internet for like 30 years. So of course
He's
I
been around for
recognize him.
ages, and
He's
he
one of
does
the
like
OGs.
he's one of the OGs, and he does videos that's just talking. That's not like gaming videos about
Yeah.
gaming and tech related topics occasionally.
Yeah, this is just like literally the Minecraft Reclamation mod, which I am playing and I love, like, because it's like the world's completely destroyed. It's so eco. The world is completely destroyed, and you have to rebuild the world effectively. So I'm just having a ball. Although I'm about to hit a point where I'm going to be in trouble because I need to summon a blaze. So I need to like do a certain thing that summons a blaze. It's a two iron bars and a jack-o'-lantern. But I'm in peaceful mode. So I don't think it will actually summon the blaze. But that's okay.
Yeah, you'll need to
That's
put it
okay.
off peaceful mode just for the bit.
What I've done is rather than do that because I die. The minute I do that, I die. So what I did instead is I started in creator mode. Hey, Ghosty. I started in creator mode and I swapped it to survival. So what I can do now is I can swap it back to creator mode, just take from inventory the blaze dust or whatever it is that you need from the blaze. Well, so because I'm doing the whole quest, but I'm going to get to a point where it doesn't summon. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take what would drop from the blaze, swip it back to survival, and then keep going with my life. Because I really, every time I fucking do something, I die. I just can't win. I get those friggin' bloody mini husks. I hate those fucking things. Hate them.
Oh, the babies. Oh,
Can't.
they're the worst.
They kill me every time.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah, the babies are the worst. Hi, Ghosty. How you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Ghosty? Up to anything? I have gone through so many books in the last like week, 2 weeks since we last spoke, because I pulled out 7 books from my TBR shelf, which is this shelf down here, that I was like, I'm not entirely certain I'm going to like them. And guess what? Not one first chapter grabbed me. Not one. What for fuck's sake? How can it be so hard to find a decent, recent book for me? Recent. Oh, we got all caps. By the way.
I think I know what this is.
Hit me, Ghosty. What did you do in D&D? Come on, hit me.
I don't think it was D&D. I think it was book related that you talked about last time.
Enchanted Greenhouse.
Indeed.
I did have the Spell Shop book by Sarah Beth Durst, and I read it. Yes! Isn't it good? Like, I don't like cozy fantasy, and I enjoyed the fuck out of that book. I've got Enchanted Greenhouse, which is the next one in the world, which I've been putting off reading because I'm waiting for that exact moment, like that moment where I've had one too many bad books and I just need something good.
Well, I mean,
given
given today's track record, maybe.
Yeah.
time.
7 books. I did vlog it. Like, I videoed it and I vlogged it, but I've been recording a lot of videos and then afterwards going back and watching them going, I don't like this. I don't want to put it up. But I'm
Been
just
there.
like, how could I go through 7 books that I bought? Some of them brand new. Most of them were ones that I've picked up from the secondhand store. So I don't really care. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, it doesn't catch me. I'm not going to force myself to read it, sort of thing.
Mm.
But you know, the real disappointment is I read those 7 books and I thought, you know what? I'm going to pick this book up. Everyone keeps telling me how good this fucking book is. Yes, it's in my DNF pile. This book, everyone is raving about. Everyone's saying that it's marketed as romantasy, but it's not really. It's more fantasy romance. It's really, really good. There's great story, blah, 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 blah. I read 50 pages of this book and I wanted to throw it across the room.
I'm curious what the distinction between romantasy and fantasy romance is.
Marketing.
I feel like
It's
that's
marketing.
just.
It's,
I
okay.
think that's just shades of the same thing.
Okay, the main difference is fantasy romance is a fantasy-based book with a heavy romance plot, right?
Yeah.
Romance fantasy from the old Bills and Moon and the old Harlequins were romance set in the fantasy world. Romantasy is meant to be a merger of the pair. The problem is there's no fucking world building, there's no fucking character building, and all they give a shit is smut. This book, however, there was no smut in what I read. This book is first person and so badly fucking written, I felt like I was being pushed out of the story. Not just not engaging, pushed out of the story.
You know why people are saying, oh, it's not romantasy? It's because it's not smutty romantasy.
In the first 50 pages, yeah. But at the same time, no, seriously. When did first person get so bad?
Yeah.
When did it get so bad? When first person, you're meant to be in the character's head. They're all meant to be going along in the world with them. When has it been written so badly that it is pushing you as a reader out of the story?
A lot recently, apparently.
And the real kicker, the real bitch, is that I'm ready. Hey, it might be a really, really good book. It's just not for me. Let's just put it at that point. It's just not for me. But this is the Poet Empress, right? There is a scene where the prince comes to their little village and little city village thing, and he performs poetry to bless the land, right? This author didn't even fucking take the time to write bad poetry. At least give it a fucking attempt.
Dear.
It's in the goddamn title. Sorry.
Oh dear.
It doesn't help
that
the book I read immediately before it is, you will know this author, is this book.
Hold on. I'm grabbing my yarn.
Yeah.
Which book?
The book I read immediately beforehand was this book.
Who's
Amal
that by? Amal El Mutar. Oh, that would have been good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
So I go into this book and I'm so goddamn disappointed. I mean, but the cover is so pretty. And it was Asia based, and I thought, oh, this is going to be really good. And then, no. Oh, it's okay. It's just not for me. I'll go back to my William Gibsons. I'll go back to my Jack Campbells, and I'll enjoy my sci-fi universes. Thank you very much. You didn't know you had it, but when you put a granted book, oh wait, what? Since we know this, I hope they match. Because that pisses me off so badly when books in the same world don't match. I hate it.
They don't match.
I hate it. I hate it when they don't match. Romantasy is a fantasy book with heavy focus on the romance. Fantasy romance is a fantasy story with romance happens to be on the side. It's not, I wouldn't say on the side when it comes to fantasy romance, because the the fact that romance is in the genre makes me say like it's got to be at least like second plot, not like main plot, but at least the second plot. It's got to be pretty heavy.
Yeah, lots of books
But
will
yeah,
have
but
like
I
a
think
romance subplot.
romantasy is more smart. I hate using that word. Open door sex scenes. Let's just say that. It's more open door. You
Full
know,
frontal.
when fantasy romance could be heavy on the relationship, and then you just don't close, and then it's closed door or boots. What do they call it? Boot scene romance. God, I love that expression, the old boot scene. Oh no, you got a trade and a standard. No. I hate it when that happens. I've got the same thing with my greens. I won't move my. I hate this angle on my phone, on my camera, but I won't move it. But I've got most of my seminar greens are all like standard trade paperback, and then I've got two of them that are the big tall ones, and they just fucking. You're like, I can't stack them. I can't put them in order because I just don't want.
Oofed.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, we're saying the same thing, but slightly different wording. Yeah. No, I agree. Yes. Aragon fantasy romance. Aragon was a little bit young for me, but I did enjoy it, and I will take the hate. I didn't mind the movie. I didn't mind
I've
the
not
movie
seen
for
the
Aragon.
movie.
Everyone canned it so badly, but for me, it was just like, yeah, you know what? This is a teen show. Who
Oh,
gives
I
a
have
shit?
seen some.
I mean, what was the one that I got stuck with when I was a kid? Oh my god, it had Heath Ledger in it. It was the Irish one.
A Knight's Tale?
No, no, no. Knight's Tale is brilliant. I'm talking about the TV series. Was it Heath Ledger?
Oh,
Pretty sure it was Heath Ledger.
I'm not familiar enough to recall what other stuff he's done other than like a few
Pretty sure
big
it was
movies.
Heath Ledger. Yeah, he's like it was the same age as my husband. So he was like the perfect age for me growing up as a watching shows.
Yep.
God, he was a talent. He was a talent.
Gone too
Filmography.
soon.
Black Rock Was it him? It might not have been him. I always think
I
it's him, but
saw
maybe it wasn't.
I saw a thing the other day that was so good. It was like um talking about something for Pride Month, I think. And they're like, I just imagine how thrilled Heath Ledger would have been that Heated Rivalry, like how much he would have loved Heated Rivalry if he was still alive. And I was like, yep.
Yeah. I can't. No, I can't think. I'll think of it, and I'll probably send you a message at 3 o'clock in the morning. Um, yeah, but it was this. It had a famous face as the lead character, and for some reason I think it was Heath Ledger, but it wasn't. Um, I read these two cute fantasy books, and now I moved on to fair, fair.
Valid.
I love the movie. Yeah, there was lots of shit out, but considering the other shit adaptations book, yeah, it was fun. Like it wasn't. It left a lot out, but adaptations always have to because screen time versus writing time, two totally different things. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Saphira was awesome. I do think Saphira was awesome. I do enjoy that. Like, and it was a bit of fun, and it would have been really nice for them to complete the series. But now that he's got another book coming out, they might do something with it. But yeah, no, I thought that was really well done. Like, everyone canned it, and I'm like, what? It was better than Harry Potter. Sorry. It had dragons in it that were
100%.
decent and intelligent and were clever. And so, you know what? I was just like, you know what? And the guy that played the evil guy, God, what's the actor's name? He's one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite actors. Was it? No, sorry, not the bad guy. The one that played his mentor. Oh, what's his name?
You're not talking about Merlin, are you?
No, in Aragon, the guy that plays his mentor, the one with the good throaty voice. Say it louder for people in the back. You want to get me really ranting? I'm going to show you the last book I attempted to read as of last night. Oh, I've shoved it right in the back of my bookcase. That's how much I enjoyed it.
Jeremy Irons?
Okay. That's it, Jeremy Irons. I love him. I love him.
He's good, yeah.
Hey, you're talking to someone who in the mid-90s as a teen had a crush on Oliver Platt's Porthos. So take everything I say with a grain of salt because I loved that pirate. Three Musketeers from Disney. Keith Sutherland, Oliver Platt, who was Porthos, and Charlie Sheen, who was Athos, and Aramis. Yeah. I wrote my first fan fiction to that movie. Okay.
This is what I tried to read. Athos being Charlie Sheen. That's cognitive dissonance.
Was it Athos? He was either Athos or Aramis. I can't remember which one he was.
Either one.
Charlie Sheen. Oh, they were great. They were great. Like think about the sort of cyberpunk. No, sorry, the steampunky one that has Mira Djokovic in it.
I love
except
that one.
Without the steampunk. So it was like that campy fun, let's just have a ball with it style stuff. And oh god, who was what's his name? My best friend had the biggest crush on him. The one who plays the young guy, D'Artagnan.
In which one? The steampunk or the other one?
In the other one, the 1906 film. I think one of my children just fell off the bed. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yep. Mark, are you okay, baby?
No, I'm just sitting. Logan Lerman was the steampunk.
Are you sure you were sitting and you weren't wiggly jiggling?
Yeah, but I was too close to the edge.
Oh, you're too close to the edge. Okay. Okay. Is Captain Sparkle still going? Yeah, okay. What hurts?
Here, and here.
Oh, I'm not kissing your bum. Come on, off you go. Back to bed. Okay. Shut the door, please. Thank you. Love you. Okay. Of all the okay, so you know the big thing with the Odyssey coming out and everyone's whinging about Emily Wilson's translation because it's so woke and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Chris O'Donnell.
I decided to get this.
That version.
D'Artagnan. Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell.
I decided to get. Yeah, Chris O'Donnell. That's it. Yeah. I decided to get this translation because this is a new translation of Beowulf by a female author. Maria Davina Headley is a #1 New York best-time-selling author and editor. Her books include the novels, blah, 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 blah. With Neil Gaiman, she's the co-editor of Unnatural Creatures. Her stories have been shortlisted for Shirley Jackson Nebula and World Fantasy Awards, right? Okay. So she's got a good pedigree. She's been working in this industry for a long time. We won't discuss the Neil Gaiman connection because she can't help that. That's not her fault. Okay. I would like to read you the first stanza of her translation. Now, she specifically states in the introduction that she decided to go more for keeping it poetry. So just like Emily Wilson with the Odyssey and with the Iliad, she tried to keep it more as poetry, spoken word, try to keep it a little bit more, not hip, but you know what I mean, a little bit more relevant so that people would engage with it, right? Bro, tell me you still know how to speak of kings in the old days. Everyone knew what men were, brave, bold, glory-bound. Only stories now, but I'll stand the Spear Dane song, hoarded for hungry times. Bro, Bro.
What the fuck?
She spends her introduction talking about how she thought Grendel's mother was the epitome of like femininity and how she was possibly like a rape victim and, you know, a queen who had ruled because, you know, and her son, because the father's absent, could potentially have been a, you know, a sin child. And then she starts it off with bro. Bro.
There's using language that more modern readers will understand, and then there's putting it in fucking and
present spells trouble. You guys know me too well, don't you?
Oh.
It gets better because she spends like a good
from the word bro.
She spends like a good couple of paragraphs explain. Like I was forewarned because she said in the introduction for a couple of paragraphs how she decided to use bro because it was like, you know, bro or you know, the different connotations of bro. I mean, okay, cool, no worries, but not the first fucking syllable. And there's another line in here. I think it was where I stopped. She wrote something and it really sounded like very modern, like almost like he picked up the telephone sort of style, like modern, like it really felt modern. And I was like, I understand what you're doing. And I'm going to keep this book because this is probably the only book that I'm going to keep on my shelves because I want to read the other translations and compare them. Like I really want to do that. But this has got, I mean, you can tell the difference between.
She's doing, but I fucking hate it.
Correct. And to be honest, like I understand why she went that way. It's not for me. Like she even like disses my favorite author a little bit.
Okay, wait. This is hilarious. Have you seen that photo of the first page of Dracula? Where
No.
someone in pencil above the first line which is something like the vampire Lestat, whatever, has said like, hey, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today.
Yep. Okay. This is in the introduction, and this got my little antenna going. Okay. If you wish to translate, not rewrite Beowulf, J.R.R. Tolkien wrote in 1940, your language must be literary and traditional, not because it is now a long while since the poem was made, but because it speaks of things that have since become ancient, but because the dictation of Beowulf was poetic, archaic, artificial, if you will, in the day the poem was made. So Tolkien was acknowledging that at the time the poem was written down, it was already archaic and ancient, and so you've got to sort of keep a formal syntax going. Tolkien and I would not have agreed when it comes to the sort of language required for a translation of Beowulf. Perceptions of literary and traditional language vary widely depending on who's doing the perceiving, and Tolkien had a liking for the courtly that I do not share, but we agree that the original's dense wordplay must be reckoned with. Has she ever read Tolkien?
I don't know.
Honestly?
I found the meme and I just sent it to you.
My apology for being nearer after half of Robert. But I'm just like, we both clicked on that at the same time. Hang on. There we go. But yeah, I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming from. I get you want to modernize it, but there are some things you shouldn't modernize. Like, do you want to modernize this? Go and watch The 13th Warrior. Because that's a modernization of Beowulf. And a lot of people don't realize that.
Of all the things, bruh.
I know,
it just feels so TikTok.
Well, you sort of, it kind of works because if you've ever read The Vampire Lestat, it is literally him talking to someone.
Oh yeah,
that does kind of work. Look,
That
I
Dracula
enjoyed
one is
the
excellent.
that was Vampire Lestat, not Dracula.
Yeah.
Vampire Lestat.
Oh, was it?
But the second Anne Rice novel, yeah. Which okay, look, the Interview with the Vampire, Vampire Lestat, Queen of the Damned, yeah, they're all okay. I enjoyed them when I read them in the 90s when they first came out, but now I look back at them and I go, oh my God, seriously? And if you want spicy, just read her Witching series. Spicy and twisted. Because the ghost, the being of her like family line that gave them all their witchy power ends up using the body of her unborn baby to be rebirthed, and then she embarks on a relationship with said being. Yeah, people don't realize that, but you go through a book that thick for the Witching Hour, I think is the first one, and then you get that right at the end, and you're just like, I'm so invested now. Do I bother with the next book or not? I didn't.
That's
Oh yeah,
interesting choice, Anne.
just be warned if you ever go to read Anne Rice.
That's like some Renesmee level shit.
Oh,
Only I feel like it's maybe a little worse.
well, to be honest with the Twilight one, I kind of feel for him because it's like he doesn't have a choice. It's not his fault. And so it's like it kind of feels really, really like icky in the fact that it's not. And to his credit, I believe he never acts on it. You know,
it's
but it is really
well, not until she's an adult. I think they get together when.
Well, he says he won't. He says he won't till she's adult. I mean, it's. I mean, there's multiple times of
fast. That'll be like 2 weeks.
But it also means that she's a 2-week-old person. Like it's like a, you know, like that bit's yeah. But I'm just like at the same time I'm like it's not his
the character. I'm blaming
the author made a choice. The author made a choice. You know, it's like it's why I took. It's like because when I first started writing my books, back in the 90s, I had a lot of what you would call Omegaverse sort of stuff in it because I used wolves as a basis for one of my races. But at the end, but now we know that all of that research on wolves was incorrect. So I've written 90% of it out. And instead of them having like an instinct and a fate, you know, to realize somebody's compatible, they choose their partner. But once they choose for life. So it's up to them. Like once they've made that choice, that's it. And they can re-choose if the partner dies, but a lot don't choose to do that. A lot just say, "No, I'm done with it," you know, and move on. But it's like that icky feeling of like you don't have a choice, and it's like it doesn't matter what their age is, it doesn't matter what they are or who they are or how they feel, and it's just like, And look, she could have gone so many ways, and it could have just been like a protection instinct, like literally just I want to protect this child because it's part of my pack and I just want it to be safe. And she chose not to go that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that book, bro. I don't know what is more egregious to me, the Poet Empress with no poetry in it, or that as pretend poetry. I can't. I just don't know which one to go with.
Oh, well, go read that Enchanted Greenhouse or whatever it was called.
I've got it on my list. I've got it there. But I'm what I'm trying to do is because I'm really stuck for space because I've lost that other shelf. So what I'm trying to do, and this sounds horrible, and it has been horrible, I'm trying to read the books on my TBR list that I'm really concerned I'm not going to like. Like, I'm like, I bought them because they were recommended to me or because someone said they were a really good book. And I'm reading them and I'm reading like the first chapter and I'm like, nah, this is not for me. But the problem is if I do that too often, I'll stop reading again.
Yep.
Yes, I can't win at the moment. But I read a really beautiful poem called The Goblin Market. Have you read that?
Yeah, I read that for
Oh,
school. That's
it is awesome.
oh, who's that by? It's the classic old one.
Yeah. There's religious undertones and everything, and we won't discuss sexual awakening in regards to the Goblin Market. But I
Who's
I
that
needed
by?
something decent.
I think we did it
It's so
around the
little. I
same
don't think.
time as like doing Shakespeare and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a young poem. Where is
It's a
it?
good few hundred years old. It's a
There it is.
classic.
Christina Rossetti.
That's right. A classic.
I just loved it. I just loved
My
that. I thought
memory
that was
of it is
gorgeous
like a
artwork.
fever dream, and I think part of that
Yeah.
is the actual poem.
Mm. Well, it's very much, and it's also the sisterly love, you know, for one to rescue the other, and yeah, it's just I needed something good, no matter how short. Oh, that's looking awesome. I read that in class. Yeah, I didn't do literature in class because I'm dyslexic, and I felt like an idiot time I tried to embark in, and most likely autistic and ADHD. So whenever I tried to talk about books in class and I went, I didn't read it that way, everyone went, oh, but all the experts have read it this way. And it's like, yeah, but I didn't. So I just didn't do it. Because I read a lot of things in a different way.
I think we read it for English in year 11, or it could have been year 9 or 10. I don't think, no, it wasn't year 9. It wasn't.
God, we read the Hotel Sorrento.
No, it must have been year 11.
Have you ever read the Hotel Sorrento?
Oh, I know of it, but I don't remember whether that's from reading it or not.
It is literally drama queens down in Sorrento, Australia, to Sorrento, Victoria. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, look, there's a gum tree in the story. Who gives a flying fuck?
We read some really good Australian crime novels for my lit class. There was one about a guy. It was a detective novel called The Broken Shore. I think I still have a copy of it. I'm pretty sure this was The Broken Shore. Yeah, no, it was The Broken Shore, and it was about a detective copper who'd been injured in somewhere, so he had chronic pain and was like semi sent off to this rural town for semi-retirement sort of thing, uncovering a series of murders that had religious iconography, like, and
so a decent Dan Brown then.
Uncovering that all of the people being murdered had been part of a pedophile ring in the clergy.
Gee, what a surprise!
The person who was killing them had been one of their victims who survived.
Yes, should we bring the victim to justice?
Excellent.
No.
Book.
Yeah, there was this one I remember reading. I was a deacon at the time. It was the 6 months I actually did of the degree in professional writing and editing, and I really hated this class. Now, this was the one class I thought I was going to love because it was speculative fiction, and the first book movie we looked at was science fiction, and so they picked Starship Troopers. Don't get me wrong, Starship Troopers, good example of sci-fi genre to a degree, but not the best in my opinion. Why? Because it's very campy. and it is satire. So I came up to the teacher at the end of the class and I said, why are we doing this book? Why this book when there are so many other fantastic science fictions out there? And his response, it's multi-genre, not everyone likes sci-fi.
Then why are you in a spec fic class?
And I said, okay, so are we going to do a multi-genre for the thriller? No. Are we going to do a multi-genre for the this one and this one? Nope, nope, nope. Then why are we doing multi-genre for sci-fi? And his response was, oh, are you a sci-fi fan? Yes, I am actually. And now don't get me wrong. Starship Troopers, pretty decent. Okay book, okay movie. Good introduction if you're not really a sci-fi person. But this was a serious class for analysis, right? But the one thing I do regret about that class, and I cannot remember the name of this book, is there was a book based in Sydney. I think it was written late 90s, maybe early 2000s, entirely in prose, and it was a mystery. And for some reason, I think the main character was a lesbian. And I am really pissed because I was so angry at this guy for picking such a shit sci-fi. I didn't give that book the time and day. And now I keep thinking of it going, I wish I could remember what that book was because I think I would like to give it another chance. But do you think I can think of the name of it?
Nope.
I still need to write my essay for this class on stereotypes in madness for men and women as portrayed in the picture of Dorian Gray.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting. But I also think the picture of Dorian Gray is a bit of a crutch. Like, I think they pick it because everyone knows it. And it's like, pick something more interesting.
I mean, it's Oscar Wilde.
But
it's
yeah.
one of the.
Oh, it's good.
classics
It's
at this
good. And
point.
don't get me wrong. Like, and honestly, too, though, there's probably a very good chance the students have already read it, which, like, you know, boosts the ability for them to write their essays quick. But yeah, it's just like, so angry about that book. Still angry about that Poet Empress book. I was so hoping it would be a good book. Oh, I gotta learn to stop listening to the trends.
I don't even know what the trends are at the moment, so.
But I mean, but it's the name is in the title and there's no poetry in the book. At least write bad poetry if you must, but at least write something. You know,
Yeah.
like my book, I've got bad bloody songs in my books, but it's just like the character sings, so at least I give it a shot. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it rhymes. Or the beat's the same, as far as I can tell, anyway. But yeah.
That's the advantage of not having to actually play it.
Yeah. Well, I technically use other songs as a basis because I'm not a good songwriter. So I just say, oh, I like that song. I'm just going to use that, the beats, you know, and the breakdown of the syllables to get the core of what I'm trying to write. So yeah, but I mean, you know, what do they say? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
But also, there's only so many notes and chords and combinations, and if someone were to put the lyrics to music, it would probably end up with a completely different melody. Yeah, except for my mother told me, because I specifically wrote that based on the ancient Norse song. Not the one that became popular with the Vikings, but the ancient Norse like song. Which is effectively the same thing, let's be honest. It's the same thing, but they came up with their own sort of tune to go with it when the words itself are pretty ancient. And but I did that deliberately. But I haven't written 99% of that song, because what I did with that one was I wrote a chorus, and the idea that because the Star Chasers, which is one of the races in my world, were created from every culture in
the world that they could get
Mhm.
people from. So there's like hundreds of families or clans or kin. They're called kin, but there's hundreds of these families that have culture. So there's like a Spanish culture, there's a Norse culture, which is sort of the originals. There's Australian Aboriginal culture. The idea is meant to have all these different cultures, and they all have their own. They all have their own verse. So when they come together as groups, they all sing their own verse depending on who they belong to. Kind of inspired a little bit by the Seekers, if you know the We Are Australian song. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was sort of the idea behind it. So I haven't written, yeah,
and from all
but I haven't
lands
written
and
90% of it
everything.
because I don't know what certain cultures would find invaluable, you know? So it's like, well, you know,
What
my
elements
idea.
would
So it's
trickle
like,
down?
so yes, I'm writing bad poetry, but the idea is to, you know, at least include something into my fucking book. Oh,
Yeah,
but yes,
that's fair.
I just reread a chapter where the captain goes on a slaughter, and while she's killing, she's singing. So it's like, I know my shit's bad, but it ain't. At least it's in there.
That just reminds me of the scene from Leon the Professional. You know
I don't
that
know that
film?
one. No.
I haven't seen the full film, but it's Gary Oldman, and there's a scene where his
Hmm.
character is just listening to classical music, walking through a house, just slaughtering every single person in the house. I think it's like
Yeah.
he's like a professional assassin, and he's just
Well,
going through cleaning
scene
house,
in
but it's like to
there's a
very
scene
loud
in
classical music.
it cycles through a lot. So there's like a scene in one of the Fast and Furious shows where they put headphones on the baby's head so the baby doesn't get traumatized, and it's all music. So, and you just see, you know, Shaw going to the baby occasionally, and he's going through and killing everyone. But the real kicker was, the real inspiration for that scene was what's the movie called? Oh, what's the movie called? It's a really bad comedy. Is it Bruce Willis? It's Bruce Willis. It is Bruce Willis. It has to be Bruce Willis. Let me bring it up. It is. What's it called? What's it called? He's done too many fucking things. Give me a sec here. Discography.
Well, he won't be doing any more, so.
He died.
No, he's retired because he's got a form of dementia. Well,
Yeah.
like, not quite dementia. It's he's got a degenerative brain condition.
Oh, the poor
From all
bugger.
of the traumatic head injuries he's had from filming action movies for so long, so he retired. I think it's called like aphasia or something.
Oh, yep,
But
yep. Like the footy players get that sort of shit.
yeah, he announced it a couple years ago, I think, that he was retiring from acting because his health was deteriorating and he just wanted to retire and spend time with his family.
The Hudson Hawk. There's a scene in the Hudson Hawk where him and his mate are walking through this ancient old like castle in like Greece, and they're just shooting the shit out of everything. It's not like they're not killing anyone. It's just like they're being, you know, shooting like grappling hooks and things are blowing up and all that sort of stuff. But the Hudson Hawk is known for his heists, and he sings songs as he's doing them. So it's like, we're going to do this. It's going to take us 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So we're going to sing this song to keep us in beat whilst we do the heist. It's classic. It's like, you could be swinging on a star, and they're like they're heisting and they're sneaking around. It's great. Sorry, Arwen, did I kick you? I do apologize, darling. But yeah. Oh, but yeah, that was fun. That one, I do like that one. That is like one of the few American comedies I enjoy. That, Tremors, and yeah, that's about it.
Mm. Trying to see exactly what it's called. Aphasia. Yeah. They're not in He was diagnosed in spring 2022, so it would be like our autumn.
Pretty advanced by now.
Mm.
Yeah. Getting old enough to see the people we grew up with start passing away. It's not pleasant.
Frontotemporal degenerative, or frontotemporal dementia. Was the most recent diagnosis, I think.
Poor bugger. No, I like Bruce Willis. I've never heard anything about him being a shit, like even like on set and that. I've not ever really heard of him being one of the bad guys.
Yeah, that's true. He's to sort of throw his body around on screen a lot. And seem pretty straightforward.
Well, he used to do a lot of his own stunts, I think.
Yeah, which is probably
part of the problem.
Contributed to the
But you sort of got to wonder.
I mean, he is 71, so
yeah. But if he's not doing his own stunts, like if someone else is doing them for him, that person just gets the problem. Like it's sort of like, I mean,
yeah, being a stuntman or stunt person is a pretty rough on the body job.
What have we got here? Magic Gnome. Yeah, Magic Gnome. Yes. By the way, we got capitals. Capitals are always important.
I saw them and got distracted and was like, I'll listen to them when I have a minute. And then I started watching Critical Role and forgot. So I have not listened to them yet. My husband
sent me a voice message yesterday afternoon. I still haven't listened to it. He actually gave me a summary when he got home.
Yeah, one of them was yesterday, one of them was the day before. But I've watched like 10 episodes of Critical Role in the last 24 hours. I'm trying. So I'm really trying. Here's the thing. They just had the Berlin live show for Critical Role, which is going to be a Shadowgeist one, which is like Caleb and Essek in a special for the first time in ages. And I haven't gotten up to date with all of them in campaign 3, which this special will be set after. So I'm trying to binge
talking. I'm just going to go check on my kids.
Campaign 3 so that I can watch the Jester and Ford wedding, and then I can watch the special that comes out in a week. But I don't have enough time physically in the day, I think, to watch another 60 episodes in 1 week. So I'm doing my damnedest to get through it all. And it's pretty good so far. But yes, I'm psyched for the live show. I'm trying to avoid spoilers on Tumblr. So far, the only like minor spoiler, which is just confirmation of stuff that we already suspected / knew, is that Essek is definitely in this one. Because they have specific character art for him. Oh, and his character art, he has the cutest little heels. It's amazing. anyway, was watching episode 21 on my way to uni yesterday, and shit had me yelling out loud in my car, sitting in the underground car park, uni, sending me that message, absolutely raging. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Episode
I do send a
21.
lot of I send Cheryl a lot of raging posts too, so don't worry about it. Although mine are usually, what the fuck am I doing in this fucking shit hole of a joint? AKA work. Look, I love my job. I love my job. I love my job. I love my job. Yes, if I say it enough times, I might convince myself. No, I do enjoy my job. I just don't enjoy it when my job and my life interact.
Episode 21. I suspect I know roughly where you're up to. Was it to do with the Iron Shepherds? Because I know previously episode had Kiri, and it's not too long after Kiri that we get to the Iron Shepherds, and that is something to be big mad about.
Yeah, well, I just have to say, I just went and checked on my kids. So, me and my husband have a king size bed. We bought a king size bed when we moved into this house because we kind of realized that I was pregnant at the time. We thought, oh, we'll have a king size bed so we can actually, like, sleep, and the kids can come in with us if they want to. I have
no, you're not up to Iron Shepherds yet.
Children in there, and it looks like I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oh well, you can't win.
I sleep in the kids' rooms. They got queen beds.
Let's see, what's this one? I mean, you've got Kaliana.
A half dragon chick and a bowl. That worries me.
Half dragon chicken bowl. Yeah, I remember that. I'm curious now what you were big mad about, because there was like several things in that episode that could have been.
Or maybe just all of them.
Yeah. That was when they found Magician's Judge, roughly. Which, I wonder if Yasha's gonna have that during Happy Fun Project Fun Ball, because that is a sword designed to take down mages. Oh, I don't remember what Bo did in that episode, but she can piss people off. I'll listen to it as soon as we're done the stream, okay? And then you can rant to me about it. They have a sword, great sword, that the barbarian ends up having in campaign 2, called the Magician's Judge, which has a once a day thing, which is you can use Dispel Magic on a strike, I think. And I think it's like designed for like killing magicians. I'm curious now, I wanna look it up.
The best sword I have ever read of is in this series. I'm sure I've got the book here somewhere, yes, because I don't have space for it on my desk, on my shelving at the moment. I need to get some new shelves. The best book is in this series, the Vows and Honor series. Have you read these ones, Mercedes Lackey?
No, I don't
So
think so.
this is Tama and Kethy. And so Tama is she's a god sworn of her people. So she's like a nomad, a horse nomad style people. And Kethy is a magician, but she's actually like a fugitive. Like she used to be a noblewoman. And the sword that Kethy, the magician, is bonded to, actually, when it's in Kethy's hands, because she's a magic user, it gives her the ability to fight. So it gives her like expert sword fighting ability. But when it's in Tama's hand, who is the expert swordswoman, it gives her complete immunity to magic. And the sword is dedicated to protecting and avenging women. So the magic only works if you are protecting or avenging something that happened to a woman.
Nice.
Fucking love this series. And people go, oh, the best fantasies in the world. And they pick up Brandon Sanderson. And I'm like, seriously, have you read this fucking book? Sorry, I'm ranting tonight, guys. I'm finally almost back into writing. And I say almost because I've got to go through this point where something happened with my file. And I lost like chunks out of my file. And I think it's because I went from Word to Open Office. And I think there was just something going on with the track changes and it fucked up the file. So I've luckily had like a PDF print of the file that I'd been reading and making notes on. But now I have to go through my file and like literally line by line make sure everything's there. And I'm in the middle of it. But it stopped me from editing. And so now I'm finally getting to the point where I might start editing again soon. And I'm just like, I want to read this and I want this inspiration. And then I read this and it's shit and I don't fucking want to deal with it.
Valid.
Yeah, I read a book recently. It was actually a really good book. What's it called? It's How to Read a Novel. Oh my god, there that popped. That was my chair. It always does that. Yeah, I can't get it out. But it's called How to Read a Novel, and it's a really old book. It was like it was revised in the 70s. It was like written in the 50s or something. But one of the key things they said really interested me because they were sort of focusing not on how much you read, but the quality of how you read it. So you could only read like 10 books in your lifetime, but if you read them in a way where you're reading them and then like cross-referencing them or really digging into the fantasy, like digging into the story and really analyzing how the story works, it's worth more than just reading 10 books. Does that make sense? And I was like, oh, which is sort of why I started cleaning out my TBR, because I was like, well, if I'm not going to get value out of these books, what's the point in reading them? So
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, nothing. I'm not saying they're not good books. They're just not good books for me. So I just really pissed off about the Poet Empress.
Also, I was looking up the episode details to try and see the sword details, and I skipped through some of the quotes and saw the one that I think I know what you're talking about with Bo.
That good, huh?
And I just absolutely, when Ghosty says that she has a rant about Bo, I know exactly what she's talking about now. It is a character moment that they come back to later.
And she freezes right there. Hang on. I lost you for a minute there at we come back to later, and then you cut. And she goes again.
Oh no.
You're back. Sort of. You're jumpy.
Sort of. Jumpy. It's a character moment that we come back to later, and it is mildly infuriating, but it is starting at a point from which the character has an opportunity to grow.
Okay.
She's heavily projecting her own issues onto someone else. But I also kind of
Oh,
like, as infuriating as it is, I love seeing it as an example of one of the spots of like where they started at to versus where they get to in the end of the two characters um um relationship in a way, because they have a very sibling relationship by the
okay.
end. They are the Empire siblings. Man, I'm so pumped for this live show that comes out next week, I think. It's on the 14th. It gets released on Beacon. But it was the actual live event was yesterday.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh, fucking hell. So close to the end of this already.
I think
Oh,
they're
it looks
nice.
all right.
What you making?
That's a baby blanket.
Cute.
My nephew is having a little munchkin.
Aww. It was Al's fourth
I haven't
birthday
decided.
on last weekend.
Oh, no.
So
Well,
that's
see, I
cute.
haven't actually quite decided if I'm going to the baby shower yet. It's apparently girls only, which is fine. Kids are welcome. But I'm like, yeah, but I have two autistic kids. So me getting them out of the house on my own, getting them to this
Yeah.
event. And technically David's not working that day, so they could stay home with him.
Yeah.
But as we were sort of discussing yesterday, I'm the safe, like Daddy's safe, but I'm the safe person. So every time I've tried to go somewhere on my own, I've ended up with a child or two children, or I've gotten halfway somewhere and I've had a phone call saying you need to come home right now. That has happened. So I'm like, do I RSVP and say the kids will be with me and then hope that they can sort of cope? Because they could also get there and just go, no, mummy, I want to go home. I don't know. The uncertainty of living with autistic kids. It's fun. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's actually interesting. It's actually interesting because I saw this thing saying, what your kids do that triggers you is something you used to get told off for when you were a kid. And it's true because I love him to death, but David gets triggered so bad when the kids are in swimming because the kids they listen to the instructor, but they're always bouncing up and down in the water and they're, getting under the water when they're not meant to. And they're not doing the wrong thing. And the instructors are handling it, but he can't handle seeing it. And and more than once he's gone, I have to walk out of here. Let's go, fine, go walk out. But because he's just, obviously when he was a kid, he was told off for that kind of behavior when they're not doing technically anything wrong, but they're also not standing there straight listening to the teacher. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's that kind of juxtaposition. They're not being naughty, but they're not behaving as that we've been told to expect them to behave.
Yeah.
And it's all like, so going out with these two, tomorrow's going to be fun. And sort of getting to this, because it's drive too, to where it is a bit of a drive. So they're going to be bored. They're going to be stuck in the car. They're going to be annoyed.
Yep.
And I'm like, am I even going to enjoy going? just like, is it worth it? But then I sit there and I think to myself, but then I miss out. Not that I'm a social person, but it is family. So I don't know. I've got to like halfway through this month to RSVP, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But at the very least, I can crochet a blanket for the new Munchkin.
This is true.
But yeah. And I won't lie, it's a Saturday, and it's the one like weekend because Mark's got so many appointments. Mark and Morgan both now have so many appointments. It's like the one weekend every fortnight where we don't do anything, where we call it pajama weekend and we stay home. And I like my pajama weekends just as much as the kids do. So
Valid.
it's like, yeah. It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very worst, I can send the gift along with my mum, because my mum's obviously going, because she's going to be a grandmother. No, great-grandmother. Great-grandmother. It's her first great-grandchild. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. So, Ghosty, you still with us? The Enchanted Greenhouse. Which one is better? Enchanted Greenhouse or Spell Shop? Because I've heard mixed reports. But I honestly think they're both different enough that it doesn't really matter. But, yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But I must admit, the Spell Shop, what I love most about the Spell Shop was the winged cats. I'm sorry, but winged cats. But it also too is like every like introvert's dream. She like washes up, like she finds her family's old house. It's in the middle of the like forest on the island. No one comes near. She just slowly like rebuilds it. And it's just like the introvert's dream. That one. Although I was a bit disappointed with the big bad, like the big climax. Like I'm like, that wasn't really a climax. It just didn't feel cohesive. But I mean, it was a good story. It's like, what was it? There was all this thing building up with the island, and that was great. But then there was like this side thing with like a shipwreck and this woman in the shipwreck, and I was just like, we didn't need it. If that makes sense, like it didn't need to be done. But yes, I'm here. Well, the story of the Enchanted Greenhouse I like better, but the romance in Spell Shop is more. Okay, cool. Because I like the romance in the Spell Shop, but the story of I might feel the same, to be honest, because as I said, I like the Spell Shop, but there was some bits in it that just felt a little bit like it happened because it had to happen. Like there wasn't like there was a and this happened, not and then happened. If that makes sense. Like, yeah, it feels like it was a bit of left field, some of it, but I will not know till I read it. But the
This
Faraway
blanket is
Inn, I have
reminding
been.
me.
Oh, that is awesome colors.
It's reminding me of like rocks when you split it down and you see all the
Yeah.
layers.
Yeah.
It's like a geo blanket. But yeah, looking pretty good.
What time is it? Oh shit! It's nearly 10 o'clock. It'll be pumpkin o'clock soon, guys. I have to go move children. But so well, maybe you guys can help me decide what should I try to read next. I say try. What have I got here? I have got. I've got Red Sonja Consumed by Gail Simone. Now that is meant to be a modern version of Sword and Sorcery, which is my favorite style fantasy. I've got
Mm-hmm.
Heart of Iron by C.M. Alongi. That is the cafe. She does like the skits about the cafe latte, like the
Mm-hmm.
magic cafe thing.
Right.
Bought their book because I wanted to support them.
Yep.
I have the Enchanted Greenhouse. I have Hecate, which is a story in verse about Hecate, the witch.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Is it Annette?
Hey. I think so.
Welcome to the stream. We're just trying to decide what I should read next. I've also got Sunrise on the Reaping, which I really have to get to.
Ooh.
And a book that I am very, very frightened to start. Because if I start this book and love it, there's like 14 books in this series.
Mm-hmm.
But it's military sci-fi, so I really want to read it. Indy, The Last Hunter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Read that one then.
And it's got the chonk. It's got the feeling of an indie book too.
No.
Enchanter's Greenhouse all the way. Of course, Ghosty says that. I mean, I do need to read it. I mean, I also have Where the Axe is Buried, which is Ray Nyla's second book. And Mountain in the Sea was my favorite book a couple of years ago. I also have the new Perimenopause, which probably should be reading very, very soon.
Yeah, but that's less of a fun read, I think.
Oh, I don't know. It's rather interesting to read these books and then go, oh, that's why I've been feeling so shit lately.
I would call it
the Enchanted
validating but
Greenhouse.
not fun.
Very validating.
Yeah.
The Enchanted Greenhouse.
I have to go get a form filled out to verify all my medical conditions.
Oh, it's like embossed. I didn't realize that. It's just the basic paperback, but it's got that embossed feel on it, and it's got a winged kitty cat on the cover.
Cute. It does sound very fun.
Okay, okay, Ghosty, just for you. I'm reading this because I need something decent. And I know I trust this author. I trust this author. Like the Faraway Inn is YA. So I read enough to know I want to keep it around for the kids, and it's safe for the kids to read. Like there's nothing stupid in it. So I've just like chucked that in the general house library because I'm like, I don't need to read YA. If I can avoid reading YA, I will avoid reading YA unless it's Suzanne Collins, because she sets assignments for us as a world. as a society, she likes to set, and obviously we did not understand the assignment from the Hunger Games, so she wrote Songbirds and Snakes or whatever it's called, and we still did not understand the assignment, so she has now written Sunrise on the Reaping. I mean, if we do not get the assignment after this, we're in trouble.
You know who else that category applies to? Is Margaret Atwood.
I also have The Handmaid's Tale sitting on my to read list because I want to reread it before I read the Testaments. So,
nice.
But yeah,
I've read
I will read
sections of
the
it, but
Enchanted
not the
Green.
full thing. But I worked on a stage production of it, so I know the story.
You can't quite see because it's covered from my spinning wheel. But I have literally so many Margaret Atwoods that I have bought just solely on reading The Handmaid's Tale and loving it so much. I have bought like everything else. I've got like Hagseed. I've got the Oryx and Crank, the Mad Adam trilogy. I've got her book on writing. I've just got so many of her books. I've got a whole book of her poems. Because I'm just like, I fucking love The Handmaid's Tale so much. I'm just like, I'm just going to get them all. But now I've got to read them.
The first production I worked on at uni was the first ever stage production in Australia, or possibly worldwide of The Handmaid's Tale. Like, they wrote to Margaret Atwood to get permission to have the rights to stage it, and the script was written by the artistic director of the Student Theatre, and it was one of the biggest casts in history for this tiny black box space in the Student Theatre. There was a cast of 30, and only about 5 of them were guys. Most of them they had like a Greek chorus of women playing all these handmaids. It was.
I mean, and they could have just done hair. Let's be honest. They could have just done hair.
Well, no, the Student Theatre was more like indie. Like, they didn't really do many musicals. They
I'm
did
joking.
next to normal, but they wouldn't do like hair. The most entertaining, well, the most niche thing about this production, though, is because there were so many young women in the cast and crew, all of our periods synced up. Which is hilarious.
Oh, the magic power of the period.
We're all spending so many hours a week on this show about like fertility and everything, and then we're in like rehearsals and everyone's got their period on the same week.
I always felt sorry for the boys in the office. I call them boys because they were salesmen, so they were boys. Yeah. Because when all of us girls synced up, whoa.
Yep.
A new girl would start in the office. Oh, welcome to the family. Okay. It is a very much magical power. I do like that magical power.
It's kind of spooky, but it's very interesting.
It makes sense. Okay, so to me it makes sense because I've been reading a lot of that sort of like ancient history shit because I'm just intrigued by it all. And it makes sense that when you're in communities, because that would sort of, in a way, correspond with when there's food available as well. So if you're living in like a rural, semi-nomadic community where, you know, obviously winter and there would be certain points in the month and the year and whatever where it would be advantageous to have kids. And it sort of makes sense to me in a way. Also, too, though, I kind of feel sorry for the poor males that are stuck with that many women during at least 1 week of every just like matriarchy looked out for everybody, guys. Matriarchy looked after everyone. It didn't just look after the women. The women weren't just in charge. Matriarchy looks after everything.
This is also a show that used several liters of fake blood through different scenes over the course of the production. There's one scene in the play that I think, because I haven't read the full book, I only like skimmed through and read certain chapters. I'm not sure if it's directly paid to thing or it's just capturing the world. But they get a bunch of the handmaids to basically execute a doctor who's been arrested for performing abortions. So they basically set him on this guy and beat him to death, basically. So by the end of it, he's covered in fake blood. And I've got a
let's just put our anti-establishment line in. Abortion is healthcare.
Oh yeah. This show is very much commentary on everything wrong with what's happening. I've got a great picture because it was one of my jobs as the assistant stage manager was washing the blood out of the costumes for the next show. And it was like a white dress shirt. I think I also helped make the fake blood, and so one of the ingredients, because it wasn't one that needed to be like in your mouth or anything, one of the ingredients in the actual fake blood was detergent. To make it a lot easier to wash out.
Well, or at least make it. Yeah, I was going to say that would make it easier to clean.
Yeah.
And I never get over. I have no. Yep, you
go. Well, I think we've got like a little bit of lag, but because
we do.
because it was like the character's not on stage again after that. It was straight off stage, right? Give me the shirt straight into the warm water. So it was still wet and it just would wash out really easily. I just hand wash it. Give it a quick scrub. And we had like stain remover and stuff. Got a great picture somewhere from the final show of the actor just standing like this with all of the like stains from the fake blood on the show, and it just looked really good for like the effect we were going for. It's pretty gruesome.
Oh, awesome.
But it was a cool picture to get of the performance documentation.
Oh, what time is it? I'm starting to clock watch. I'm tired. Okay.
Wrap up at 10.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, we'll wrap up at 10ish.
I'm almost to the end of my row.
I'm currently reading a non-fiction book about the sea. I don't know how long I'll read that for, because it's not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be like things about the sea, but this is actually about explorers on the sea, and that's not really what I wanted. I wanted more like animal, like world-centric, like environment-centric, when this is more about human beings that have gone across the sea, and I was like, I don't really care about that. But after that, I will read The Enchanted Greenhouse, and I will report back, Ghosty. Okay?
Excellent.
I am really hoping it's
the
good.
Voice note.
But yes, but do bear with me though, because I am currently rereading one of I've gotten this idea for the next storyline. So once I finish botany, the next storyline for the pirates is kind of like a labyrinth style story. So it's a recovering a ship, but the ship's got a lot of safety precautions and security in it. So it's sort of like that Into the Labyrinth sort of style storyline. But the main part of that storyline is the person who goes on there is the Captain Hawk and the Fizz officer from Cirrus. and backstory that people don't know is that they know each other, and they've known each other for many, 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 many years. And so this is the one time that these two are alone with no one else observing them, and they can rib the fuck out of each other and get what the other is saying, and no one else is going to go, hey, do you two know each other? So I'm going to have so much goddamn fun with this thing.
That's going to be really fun to write.
Oh, and you got to understand, like this character, the Fizz character, Quentin Brown, he's that type of character where I want you to go, fuck you, Quentin, but also, oh, fuck, he did the right thing. Fuck. He's like, you want to hate him, but you want to love him at the same time. He's that kind of character, because he does things that look very self-serving, but at the same time, they have like really deep reasons behind them, and they work out. And she's like, oh, you fucking bastard. I really don't like you being here right now. But yes.
Not bad.
So I can give you my Discord. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. I am on Discord.
When you use it.
I am on there occasionally. What is it? I don't even have it on the main name. I do have an account. I'm on the Space Hutch. Oh my god!
I don't think Ghosty's on there.
What's been going on in here?
We haven't.
I can't get into the
in like a year.
I can't get into the horny jail anymore because like I refuse to put my birth date in.
Yeah, that's fair. There isn't anything new in there anyway.
Yeah, I'm actually normally on the Huguenots because I love their channel. The boys are great. and they listen to my ranting on a regular basis when they do book clubs like every 3 to 4 months, and they put a book up, and I get like three chapters in, and I write like an essay of why I don't like the book. You should have my rants about The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, and I respect Joe Abercrombie, but my rants about his, because the reason I stopped reading his book was because he obviously has never ridden a horse in his life. And I'm just like, and they're like, oh, I didn't notice that. I'm like, I used to work with fucking horses. You got to feed the bastards. They shit. You can't put a person who's never ridden a horse before in her life in a skirt, on side saddle, on a horse, and expect her to gallop. You just can't.
I mean, you can do that and then immediately have the next line of
Unless you want to
them
break her
completely
neck.
stacking it.
Unless you want her to break her neck within the first 50 pages of the book. I mean, honestly. Look, there is a lot, we've had this conversation before. There's a lot of things I can forgive in fantasy, but when you use horses, do your fucking research. If you're riding griffins or dragons, yeah, sure, they might have a magic that keeps the person on their ass in the seat. Fine. But you're riding horses and you haven't specifically stated that the saddle is magic. I'm ranting tonight, guys. I'm sorry. But also, too, the big problem I had with that book, which is a real shame because I really wanted to read that. I really wanted to like the book. But I couldn't decide, was he writing a get the gang together style story, or was he writing a good old-fashioned fantasy adventure? Because there was two storylines going. One of them was getting this young girl back to the country of her birth to put her on the throne. The other story was this gang of misfits that have been dragged together by the church to perform deeds that no one else really wants to do. So, kind of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen style stuff, or X-Men style stuff, that style thing. And it's like, pick which one you want to be and do it. Because the second book, when it comes out, if it's going to be about the Queen and how she's putting her world back to the country back together, that's fair. If it's about this group and it's how they're going on with their lives, that's fair. But it's not going to be about both because they diverged at the end of the first book. So unless they're shoved back together for some reason, it read like a third draft that needed that focus. It needed an editor to say, okay, what's this book about? Which way are we going? Nothing wrong with it, but it's just which way are we going? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Discord tag so you can. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
you. I'm sending you a wave. Thank you.
I just realized also I have DM'd
You're not a
you
friend.
on Discord, but I haven't added you.
With me?
Yeah. I just realized that when I sent you the message before as well.
Invalid invite. No. They were when we set up the server that we've never used.
They were from servers years ago, and I've forgotten which ones they are now, and it's been so long they've expired.
Because we've still got the Chaos Corner. The Chaos Corner's still active. Well, there you go, Ghosty. Maybe we should add you to the Chaos Corner.
Oh, no, that's not still active. I don't think.
It's still here. It is. It's still
what we could...
General chat's still there.
You know what we could
add
Ghosty to, though?
The last post is from the 31st of the 10th, 2021.
Yeah. You know what we could add Ghosty to, though?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I mean, it's just
Do
us
it.
in there at the moment.
Do it. Do it.
I think you're the admin on it, so you might have to.
Am I? Hang on. Let me bring it up. Am I the?
Hang on,
Yes, because I
though.
created it.
I will send you the
Hang on.
handle though.
Oh God, how do I do this? How do you fucking add someone to an Instagram chat? That's a start. No, we're not doing a video message. We're not. Can you tell I'm work? I used to be the tech forward person in this household. My kids know more about Minecraft than I do. Add. Here we go. Add.
I'll have to send you the handle.
Yeah, because I don't want to add my husband to it. That could be interesting. I could add my editor to it. Mel's awesome. We love Mel. She puts up with my ands, my my
Because you're like, what am I
so's.
being added to? The community soup?
Oh, Ghosty, I love your handle.
It's good, right?
I love it. I love it. Okay, now let me see if I can do this. Okay, add, do at. I'm not going to say it out loud. I don't want to dox you, even though it is just a handle. There we go. Done. Welcome. Welcome. You want insanity, you got it.
This is like
the community
6 years.
soup. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it is
it's
6 years of chaos.
Don't read back. There's a lot.
Probably. It would.
You know,
I don't know if it even lets you scroll back that far anymore.
Well,
It never loads
you
for
know
me.
this is the one occasion where I would actually say the AI summary would probably come in handy.
Oh my god, AI summary. I want to see what the AI summary is for the entire chat history.
Oh God, it would
be a
we
thesis.
We would drive it bonkers. Like it wouldn't understand, because one minute we're talking about how I love my kids, but they're driving me nuts compared to what we ate for the lunch that day. It's yeah, it's a lot. It originally, the chaos. It was originally you, me, Emmy, and
Danny.
Danny. That was who the fourth one was. How's he going?
I haven't talked to him in a bit, but they're going pretty good from last I heard.
He started that
was
new
the last
channel
time
and
I
I was
talked to him?
so excited for him, and I wanted to hear all about like retro games and shit, and then he just didn't do anything else with it.
I think he started posting again, but I can't remember if he might have taken another break.
Yeah, 300-page essay. Yeah, well, I think that's like summary essay.
I talked to him
because this shit. Because we started this chat. Ghosty, this chat started when we were like lockdown, and yeah, you know how when you get certain neurodivergent people in the room together and they just like click and just start, and it's a bit like our streams where they start off in one direction, they go off in here, and then they come back, and then they go off here.
Last time I talked to him was in December, and I was asking him about immigration questions.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, because he had to go through all that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking which visa route they did, and he just gave me some details and was like, my advice is take your time. And I was like, yeah, I think that's going to be the best.
Just chill. Yeah.
Which is what we've decided we're probably going to do, which is more expensive, but less stressful.
More stable. Yeah.
More
Yeah,
stable,
more stable, more
It
likely to
means we're
get,
gonna
more likely to go through.
Well, we're gonna have to do the prospective marriage visa before he can come back, which is gonna be
Yeah.
a bit of documentation, but not the full thing. But then the plus side is once he comes back, we have between 9 and 15 months to actually like get all of the documentation, get married, and do the visa application for the partner visa, which is a much easier process. And then we don't have to pay the big amount twice. We pay it all at the start and then just pay a small amount for the partner visa.
Oh, that's good. That's probably,
So,
yeah, it sounds like a smarter way to go. Like, it just sounds like the
yeah.
less stressful, which is probably the better way to go.
Rather than trying to like get another visitor visa and then do the partner visa application in 3 months.
Yeah.
Because stuff like getting on a lease together, having bills in both names and stuff like that, and joint
That takes
finances that
time.
we're going to have to.
Hey,
Yeah.
David and I don't even have bills together. Because at the end of the day, they only want one person on the fucking list. Like,
Yeah.
all the gas, the electricity, they only want one person. They only can put one email in. They can only put one person's details. So 90% of our bills for the house are literally in my name simply because it's easier because I look after all the finances. You know, if David did all the finances, they'll be all in his name. You know, and like we've got the house in our name, we've got the home loan in our name. But like when it comes to like basic day-to-day bill shit, like it's just easier. Like I go, oh, you know, we need this bill. Okay, let's just put it in there. I think he's got his car loan is in his name, and not car loan, his car insurance is in his name. That's it. Like, because it's like it's not because that's the way we control our finances. It's just that's the easiest way to do it.
The simplest way to do it. And we did like when I had housemates, we had a joint account, but then the bills would be in one person's name. So I think the water bill was in Bree's name and the electricity and internet were all in my name.
Yeah, but it all went in one account and then the money came out of that account. That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do.
Which
like
is why I had to fill out a fucking 70-page form for Centrelink twice to say I wasn't dating my housemates.
Oh fucking hell.
That
partner pay assessment is fucking crippling. I have gone down from 38 hours to 15 hours a week. Okay. Because caring for these kids. Now, okay, look, I'll take into account some of that is just general parent duties. Not a problem. But I should be able to work full-time hours or at least high part-time hours and have my kids at school and care, because that's the point of school and care, is it not? But I can't because of the needs, the special needs that they have. And so I would expect to at least be able to replace my income, which is not huge by any means. It's barely above minimum wage. I would expect to be able to go and say, well, I'm going to have to leave work to look after my kids because I cannot put them into before school care and after school care and holiday care, which is the key, because it's not every week that's the problem. It's the 2 weeks of holiday every 3-4 months that is the problem.
Yeah.
And I can't take them to my parents because they're too far away. I can't give them to my mother-in-law because she is just not well enough to look after them. And also, they're too high needs. They can't handle it. Like it's not fair on them, and they're too far away. But because my husband earns a little bit more than minimum wage, we're not eligible. Or the amount I get would be so low, it would be like only working 5 hours a week. It's so low. And it's like we might not have a choice next year.
Yeah,
but
it's rough.
But all we have to do is take away the partner assessment, and I would be still getting less than what I earn full time, but I wouldn't be at risk of losing the house.
Yep, it would make a lot of folks' lives a lot easier, which is why they're not going to do it.
No, because God forbid we actually feel stable in our environments.
God
in our
forbid we have a
lives.
functioning society.
Socialism
Anyway,
is looking really good right now.
Oh yeah, we were wrapping up at 10, weren't we?
Yeah. Oh God. Well, I've ranted. I'm sorry. I am very ranty tonight.
So
I'm going to say
good
goodnight.
group chat.
Yes. Oh, we can. Sorry ahead of time, Ghosty.
I'm not apologizing.
My apologies. Yeah. I have my moments. And then I disappear for like a week. And then you get, Shah, you want to chat?
You're gonna get more Critical Role references than you can handle now.
Are you guys going to force me to watch it?
Ghosty, did I show you this? I did a watercolor.
I look forward to the well, there's a reason it's called the Chaos Corner.
It turned out really pretty. I painted Hot Boy. And he's really pretty.
He is very pretty. Very pretty.
He's a pretty
you're
gay
doing
boy.
art again. You're doing some art again.
Just a little
Are
bit.
we enjoying our own space?
Mm-hmm. It's just
Yeah,
I traced
good, isn't it?
I traced the character art from the show. But it turned out really cute.
Oh, awesome.
I'm gonna have to move my lamp back now so I can show it off. Hot Boy.
That is good. That is good.
All of the line work is trace, but all of the color work is my watercolor skills.
Yeah, that looks good.
He's a cutie patootie.
He is a cutie patootie.
I mean, canon in the show, the characters start referring to him as Hot Boy as a nickname.
Cutie
and
patootie.
he ends up dating the other wizard, so he is Hot Boy.
Yes. Well, on that note, we'll say goodnight. And oh my God, I can't even do a proper stitch. That's how sore my hand is at the moment. I really should stop crocheting.
Yes.
Oh, did I tell you? I've got a message from the hospital. Mm-hmm. Our wait times are so long for testing, for effectively the neurology testing or whatever they need to do to see if I have carpal tunnel. They're so long, they recommend that if my symptoms have worsened, I should go back to my GP and get a new referral written so I could go to a private tester.
What the fuck?
I went, no, I'm not doing that. I can't afford it. Just so, yeah, so I don't know how long it's going to be till I get tested, but all I know is that it does feel worse, but I am not going private. I can't afford it. So I just got to wait. I've waited this long. It's been what, 30, 40? How old am I? I'll be 46 at the end of this years. So, what's another couple?
Oh God! Someone accidentally tumble
no, and the
cat. Did you see that?
Sorry?
ABC News Melbourne, vet's warning to make sure you don't put your cat in the tumble dryer by accident.
Hey, my cat has jumped in there. So
yeah, well, someone
my cat has jumped in there
after it had been on and found their cat in there.
Oh no!
And had to rush him to hospital.
Oh no!
The cat's okay, but the vets are being like, yeah, he spent 2
Poor
days.
Baby. See, I don't really have a risk of that because I'm more likely to kick my cat because she's currently on her little bed underneath my desk, and I'm more likely to put my feet up there and just whack her by accident. She doesn't like the sound of the of the turny things. They don't make noise. They don't make good noise.
While it's not a
So,
funny
yeah.
story, it is ironic
No,
that the cat in question is the
it's called.
grumpiest looking cat in existence.
Well, we do have. Oh, it's another grumpy cat. He's so cute. 4 hours trapped in the tumble dryer. They can't have been on for that long. They must have just shut the dryer and had it stuck in there. It can't have been on.
Well, they said they don't know how long he was in there with it on, but
Oh.
the cat's gone in there and then they've put it back on without realizing the cat's in there. Poor baby. But he looks so
Oh.
unimpressed. He's just got one of those faces that's just like, oh, how could you do this to me? Yeah.
The poor baby. Okay, it is bedtime. We've all said nighty night about 3 times already. I'm ending the stream. Thank you for the chat, guys. Talk to you all soon.
Bye.